Haiti. You see poverty everywhere. Naked children on the streets of Cite-Soleil, a slum outside Port-au-Prince. Thousands of tiny makeshift homes clustered on a barren mountainside. Garbage runs through open sewers and is piled on the streets. While you see the images of poverty, you don't sense the despair. Perhaps because for more than half a century, it has been this way. A little better at times, much worse other times. People are simply and sadly used to it. Georges Michel is an historian here.
According to recent history, the years 1946 to 1956 are called the golden years of Haiti. This was the golden decade where everything was done to develop the country. This country was booming in tourism, in terms of investment, building of roads, airports, etc. Papa Doc came and broke everything.
Papa Doc Duvalier was the first of the dictators and military rulers who sucked the life out of Haiti.
Father Duvalier, Doc Duvalier, had only one thing in the head, ideology, and to stay in power at all costs, even over a mountain of corpses of his fellow citizens.
After democracy was restored and there seemed a chance Haitians could claw their way up, they found themselves digging their way out and burying their dead after a massive earthquake and a devastating hurricane. How do they keep from drowning in misery and poverty? Many don't. The more fortunate rely on relatives living outside the country. Robert McGuire spent 4 decades studying Haiti.
But I'll tell you another thing that's very important for the survival of Haiti. It's the remittances, the funds that Haitians send from overseas.
The average income is $350, not a week or a month. That's in a year. These remittances are a lifeline, accounting for more than $2 billion just in 2016. That was nearly 30% of Haiti's gross domestic product, or GDP.
So remittances has been a very, very important of the equation of keeping Haitians, the average, ordinary, typical Haitian who has family abroad, keeping their heads above water.
Marlene Bastien is executive director of Haitian Women of Miami. For nearly 40 years, Bastien has been a loud voice on behalf of the Haitian community in South Florida.
Could you see Haiti backsliding into turmoil because you don't have that safety net there anymore of the remittances?
Yeah, it's already in turmoil. It will go deeper and deeper in the abyss, unfortunately.
Why? A humanitarian program put in place after the 2010 earthquake gave Haitians what is called Temporary Protected Status, or TPS. It allowed them to live and work in the United States until their country was back on its feet. Now the Trump administration is pulling the plug on TPS. Some 60,000 Haitians living in the U.S. are being told they have to leave by July of 2019.
We are fighting to support our families, to keep our families together, to find a way to adjust their status, become permanent residents with a path for citizenship. And I believe that it is in best interest, it is in the national interest of the U.S. to make this happen.
Several lawsuits have been filed hoping to block the U.S. government from ending temporary protected status, in part saying Haiti is nowhere near back on its feet, still suffering the after effects of the natural disasters, food, water, and medical shortages, a cholera epidemic, and a fragile economy.
We're creating a situation where 3 years down the road, 5 years down the road, we're likely to have many, many more refugees coming to the United States again.
Ira Kurzban is an immigration attorney in Miami. For years, he has worked to protect Miami's Haitian community.
People in the United States don't realize that there is a process where people send money back to their relatives. Sending a small amount of money to Haiti may feed 3, 4, 5 families in Haiti. So without that lifeline and those people now being deported, they're not only an extra burden in Haiti, but they're also not sending money back to their relatives, and that will have a catastrophic effect.
It is estimated the 60,000 Haitians who may be forced to leave have sent about $85 million in remittances to families and friends in Haiti. That may not sound like a lot, but Correspondent says for many people, that is the difference between having food on the table and having nothing to eat.
Is it going to come down to, we're going to be looking at 18 months, you know, the deadline, the wire, right up against it, do you think? Do you think this could run right up against the deadline?
I think it's going to run up against the deadline. I think it's going to run over the deadline. I think one of the judges in these 5 cases is going to issue an order that says you can't send these people back given the way that you did it, the manner you did it, and because you're violating the Constitution because it's racially motivated.
Meet a young lady you will no doubt see much more of in the future. She has become the face of the Haitian story in Miami. It all started with a video message.
Dear President Trump, my name is Ronid Christina Poncio. I'm 10 years old. I have a message I would like to send to you.
So why did you decide to do that message?
Well, I decided to do that message because it's time that President Trump gets the message from a young kid or a young girl who is trying to save her family and other families. They are hardworking, honest people who just want a safe place to raise their families.
Ronid lives in Miami with her family. She was born here, but not her parents.
But does it bother you that people in Washington want to send people like your parents back?
Sometimes, yeah. And I wonder because we've done a lot and we don't do anything bad, because if we did some stuff that was bad, we wouldn't have our TPS. We would be sent back already.
Ronid's dad, Ronnie, is a nurse. Her mother is studying to become one. Now they are faced with losing everything and leaving everything behind.
It's very difficult, and it's a dilemma because now we think about going back to Haiti with our kids, our children, or leave them here. And this is the problem. How can I go back to Haiti and leaving Christina here without any person to guide her, to take care of her?
It's one of those things where you really pray.
Yes, a lot. And we are believers. We know that God will do something.
The alternative, Ronnie says, would not be good either in Haiti or the U.S.
Not only worse in Haiti, but worse for America. You know why? Because when we here, we send money to Haiti, we help them because there's no job and the government cannot take care of those citizens. And if we are sent back to Haiti, so no job for us.
There's little Ronnie can do but hope. He's proud of his daughter's courage. Some might say 10-year-old Ronide is being used as a pawn in a political and legal battle. She just wants to tell her story.
You know, all this attention you're getting and everything you've been doing, you enjoy it?
Attention, not needed, but the attention to get the people to get President Trump to get his attention, that is what I need. I don't want attention. It's okay. I don't need the attention. I don't need to be a celebrity or popular or anything. I just want the attention so that President Trump can see me and then he can hear my story and maybe he could do something good for Haiti and for the other countries.
Many of the Haitians who came to the U.S. over the years settled in an area of Miami that became known as Little Haiti. But the once tight-knit ethnic community is slowly eroding away. Haitians here are feeling enormous pressure. Not only are they fighting to keep their protected status, they're also waging a new war against developers and speculators moving in and buying up Little Haiti. Little Haiti sits in the shadows of downtown Miami. With little room there for more growth, people here see development eventually swallowing them up. But you've seen this place changing, huh?
Oh, it's changed a whole lot from when I came in 1994 to today. It's actually looking crazy right now.
Serge Toussaint paints murals. They are meant to raise the spirit of the Haitian people here, to give them hope they can hang on to the little Haiti they call home. And those are yours over there,
Those
right?
are my words.
One day, Serge fears his murals will be gone, painted over or bulldozed as little Haiti is transformed. It has already begun. As the land values go up, so do the rents. Local businesses are forced to close.
See, this is our last restaurant. I remember we had plenty of the restaurants everywhere. He's the last restaurant standing.
There are many, many Haitian people in the community that send money and goods back to their families in Haiti who can't afford it, right?
Who can't afford it.
If you lose everything here,
what are we going to do?
who's going to send anything to...
Nobody. Who's going to help others? Who's going to help each other? Who's going to help the rest of the people that's back there? Because you already know there's no jobs, no work, no nothing in Haiti.
The Haitian people just never seem to get a break. But Marlene Bastien says they will never give up.
Who doesn't want a better life for themselves and their families and their children? Who? It's human. It's the human in us. We want to seek, bluer sky, a better environment, a safer environment for our loved ones, and then we will go to any length to find that, and that's how America was built.
If there's been a lack of good fortune, there's been and remains an abundance of hope.